You've got a gentleman by the name of Phil O'Donnell, who's written a lot of your songs, but he's also produced your last album, right?
Yep.
So tell us a little bit about working with him. Is he cool to work with? And
I wouldn't tell him that, no. No. No, he's been great, man. He and I did a show together back in 2014 in Centerville, Tennessee at a fair. And I was just mesmerized by his songwriting. And I knew who he was. And of course, I left that night and Googled him and realized he'd written all these huge hits. And I liked one of the songs he sang that night, ended up recording on an earlier record. He didn't produce it, he said to take the song and record it and have fun with it. And I thought that was pretty cool coming from an artist that makes her living writing songs. He just gave it to me. And I never forgot that. And then when it came time to work on a new record during the pandemic, I called him up and he said he loved my sound. And we got together in the studio many nights working on this album. And he just he made me a better singer just by being in the room with him. And I think that's says something about an artist, a producer, a songwriter that can do that, change your style a little bit, just being in the room with them.
Well, it helps when you get somebody like that that's really dialed into you, then it can pull the best out of you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what they want.
He did that, and
that's kind of really
grateful
cool
for him.
I had that with these guys. They holler at me all the time. But anyway, so tell us about how you balance the music. And everybody always asks it, especially with artists that are married and have kids. And you do your thing. How do you balance? How does JD balance between the music industry and family?
That's something that's taken some time to learn because I didn't grow up in music. My dad wasn't an artist, so I knew nothing about the business. I just knew that I wanted to get out and meet fans and make a living doing this, or at least try to. And my wife and I met years ago, and she became part of me. She was selling merchandise on the road, and then she was helping me manage my career and getting contracts back from festivals. So we were really a package deal when people booked us. And then things changed when my wife got pregnant. She's like, I don't want to go on the road anymore. So it's definitely been a learning curve to I want to be home and be tuck him in bed every night I can. I try to sleep in less hotel rooms and just drive on back. If I can get back and see him in the morning, because now that I have a son of my own, that's the proudest moment in my life. Just like your steel player told me earlier, he reminded me a lot of me. And seeing my son being born and not missing those first steps in life and his first words. And so I'm always making sure I'm back home for that.
There you go.
Music can wait. So appreciate you bringing that back, man.
Yeah, well, that's you don't want to miss those days. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
That is for sure.